everyone, it's Kristen. I wanted to show you what I did today. We had a beautiful, sunny, warm day today, and I did some painting outside, and I wanted to show you what I did. So I've mentioned in some other videos that I love mixed media, and I painted this one today. This one I'm actually using for a prompt, a monthly prompt that I do, and so this is for Nina Ribena and her weekly prompts. I will post this in her Facebook page, and this is not complete. Actually, I thought maybe we could complete it together. I think that could be kind of fun. So, but this is what I have done so far. I'm going to add some details. These are the dandelions, and this is for the mood board, and the mood board has some dandelions in it. So this is my take on that with an awesome background that I just love so much. I played with these ink sprays that I got, and so that was the first time I've used those. And so that's the first one. And then this one was a just background painted paper that I had, and I just took it and added more to it. So this one at some point will either be turned into something else or get a focal point put on it, but I love the colors. It was such a beautiful bright blue day today, and I used vibrant colors. I love how it turned out. And the rest I'm just going to show you are my mop-up papers, which are still awesome and can be used in other projects. Actually, one of my junk journals that I'm going to start working on soon, I think I'm going to put this in because there's a lot of pink in it, and I just like the splatter look on it. This is another one. And again, these are just mop-up papers, nothing special. This one I also love. It's got all my colors I used in it, and so yeah. So that's what I have right now. Hi everyone, I'm back. It's a new day, still another beautiful day, and I just wanted to come back and finish my mixed media painting that I did. And so I've got some markers, a paint pen, a white crayon, some acrylic, or not acrylic, oil pastels, and I'm gonna do some doodling, and I want to finish the dandelion and get that all ready, and maybe we'll do a nice border around the edge, and I think we'll maybe call it a day from there. So let's get this started. I want to see, actually, before I start playing with the waxy crayons, I'd like to add a little bit of black contrasting in here. You might not see this, but I just want to have a little bit of contrasting. And then I'll put some white over it. Just maybe the hint of some shadows. The white is actually just some gesso that I used, and to get that effect I took a paper towel and I cut some slices, and then I just put it in the white paint and circled around, tapped until I got a basic dandelion shape. And now I can go in and put in some more details. So is going well. Hope you'll enjoy this. I don't just stick to one art form. I really like to change it up. I like different things. I'm a very, I guess, eclectic artist. I like card making and mixed media painting. Alright. I think we are going to go in here with the paint pen, which I have a paper towel here. I don't particularly care for this paint pen. This is a deco color, but it's the only one I have, so I have to use what you got, right? First time doing something like this particular, like making dandelions. This was an art journal prompt again for Nina Ribena, and so that's what I like about doing those art journal prompts, is really you get to experiment with all kinds of different things that you've never actually tried before. Actually, I think that's pretty good. I like it so far. Definitely like it. Very pretty. Hope you can see that okay. I set the camera and then I sit down and forget all about it, so just an added layer. Any shape you want. You know, it's basic shapes. You can go elaborate. I'm just doing some basic shapes. I'm sorry, my hand's probably in the way there, isn't it? Alright. My paper that I'm using, just so you know, I do not have mixed media paper. It's on my list of things to get at some point, but right now I just am using what I have, and I have plenty of cardstock, so that's what I use. I use it a lot. I have quite a few paintings I've made over the last year. I really only got into mixed media within the last year, honestly. I have always wanted to play with paint and art and all of that. but I guess I never considered myself an artist. And a friend of mine actually suggested because I do scrapbooking, that I maybe try making cards. I had an abundance of cardstock and scrapbooking kits from making scrapbooks, and so I thought, well, can't hurt to try it. So I started watching YouTube videos, and I ended up finding this whole amazing world that I didn't even know was out there. And finding one card maker led me to another. Then I ended up finding Nina Ribena, and I watched like her videos until I couldn't. I watched so many of her videos. My husband was laughing at me. And then I joined her Facebook page, which she's got the Nina Ribena Art Journal Prompts, I believe is what the actual name of it is. And then I started doing her prompts, which I enjoy doing all the time. And I have tried a bunch of different prompts, and I don't do every single one. I don't. I do whatever I have time for that week. This is actually last week's prompt I'm doing, which was the mood board prompt. And so, it's a lot of times it's what I have time for, but I have really, really enjoyed doing these prompts. I really do. And then painting led me to junk journaling. And so, yeah, I do all kinds of crafts, and I wouldn't really have it any other way, honestly. How pretty is that? So now what I'm going to do, because I want those, hold on, where's my Sharpie? Okay. I have my fine line Sharpie. I want these to stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to try and keep my hand out of the way. I'm sorry if my hand is in your way. I just want to make these stand out a little bit. That way you can actually see, and it doesn't have to be perfect. If it doesn't outline it all the way, that's quite all right. Anyway, it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be loose around it. You could do it scribbly like. I've seen a lot of people do that. Just to define it a little. And again, I'm no perfect artist. I wouldn't ever claim to be. I'm just experiencing and playing. And to me, that's what art is. Experiencing and playing. I'm not a trained artist, that's for sure. I get my training from YouTube, just like a lot of other people. Sometimes my pen does not like to work. I still feel like I'm keeping my hand inside. I'm sorry if you can't see. Alright. And then I might actually use the thinner marker for these pink ones, and then I have a regular, this is a Dollar Tree. It's a Dollar Tree marker. I got a pack. I got like four markers, I think, for $1. So I just splattered some of my paint pen, and I think I'm gonna call this a done painting. I'm gonna wait for this to dry a little bit, and I'm actually gonna blow this dry with my blow dryer. Okay, so what I want to do here, because I have this kind of just floating, is I'm going to just put the pretend of some grass and I think I will, let's see, let's do some pink in here just to bring it a little bit more fun. And maybe put some blue on top. There we go. There we go. I think that's kind of pretty. I do. I like it. All right, and how I'm gonna edge it. So I have my distress inks here. And so I think I'm gonna use that blue, and then I'll use some black as well. So I've got this yucky paint makeup swab thing, and the one side still is not hard and crusty, so I'm just gonna take the ink. See, it works nicely. And I'm just gonna go around the edging here. Now, this is why I'm gonna do the black as well, because I know it's not going to be easy. By the way, the color that I'm using is called Broken China. And I'm sure it's probably not that easy to see. But that's why I want to go over it again in the black. Actually, maybe if I do that, that'll be good. Do my little circles. I think that'll be good. And I know that, again, this is not the easiest to see, but I will go over this with black as well. And you can see where I missed the edges, it's coloring in. So again, it's just another added color. Okay, so that's with the blue, and let me get that put back, and then I have so the ink that I'm using is Hampton Art Ultra Washable. It's just a really cheap ink pad. I think it's like $1.99 for those. So now I've got my mouth swab, which is funny. I saw somebody else doing it. I think her channel is Attic Lane. And so now I'm gonna go just on the edge. Call this one. Let me move this stuff out of the way here so you can actually see. There we go. That's what we have. That's our finished product. I am sorry about the curling. What I'm going to do is, you can see my back is really messy. So after this, I'm just going to put it on another piece of cardstock, which will help strengthen that as well. But that's my finished Nina Ribena art journal prompt for the month of May, and this is the mood board. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this art journal project I did, and see you in the next video. Bye.